Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another morning with a hamster on me. One of the things I try to do with these little guys is you have to confound their instinct. Because little critters like this that run on instinct primarily, their instinct is like a computer loop. They aren't involved in the thinking. It's constantly running. But you can break the instinct loop. And then you have to confound their instincts. And then if you can do that, then they can stop and think. Now, what I mean by this, I'm dragging him backwards so that his feet are touching my hand so that he's not dangling on the abyss. I'm going to put him back in his cage now. Because they have so little brain power, so much of what little critters like that do is instinct. You know, it's like something's moving toward you, you dash. You're being grabbed, you dash. This is happening, you dash. It's all survival oriented. So what you have to do is don't act in a way that the loop finds what you're doing and then goes, oh, this, bang, and then choom, the critter does it. With rodents and other prey animals, if you come at them from the top, they're going to dash. Because that's bird or attack from above. So boom, they're not even going to stop to think. Instinct takes over. That's why they're alive today. All these millions of years after, you know, the split from the other species. So you have to confound that so that they can stop and think. They have to. They can't think well. They can't think deep. They can't think strongly in comparison, in relation. For a hamster, they think perfectly and awesomely, but in comparison. So when I wake them up or try to scoop them up, I don't come, ah, I come at them from the side and underneath. What are you supposed to do for that? Predators don't do that. So come up, whoop, and then they're on my hand and then being moved. There's nothing in their instinct that says the ground is moving, you're being attacked, dash. There's nothing in their instinct that says you're not being attacked, dash. Well, I mean, there is, you know, it's like that when they're in a wide area, but it's like he's in my hand and he's not being attacked, and it's just a little bit of movement. There's no instinct there that says, I need to do this. So that confounds the instinct, and they have to stop and think. And then you're good. Because when they have to stop and think, then you're all right. Because then they go, oh, that smell. Oh, I recognize this. Oh, I'm safe. That's why with guinea pigs, it's so difficult to pick up a guinea pig. They may love you. They may want to be in your lap. But their instinct, when you go to grab them, yeah, you're going to grab them. And so instinct says, okay, this is coming, boom. That's why they're alive today. You have to confound the instinct so that they have to stop and think instead of just hitting the automatic response. And it can be done. I confound the hamsters all the time with the one where it's coming in from the side and down below, where they just go and then they're on top of the hand. They don't know that that's going to be dangerous, especially when it's my smell. So when I take them out, they hear my voice as I assure them that it's going to be okay. And no attacks come, and then I just hold them, or I put them in my pocket, or I let them crawl around, and then I pick them back up and I put them away. So they know. They're smart. You just have to be able to confound instinct. You got to get past that. You got to get around it. And they don't mind. They like people. They like things. They're curious creatures. They're interested in stuff, so it's good. Being able to confound their instinct so that they can think is a positive thing. I went to bed semi-late after tanking up on THC, took a whole bunch of fairly high concentrate oil dabs, took a couple capsules of indica and CBD oil. Oh, excuse me, I had to wash down my methadone and some more capsules this morning with a caffeinated beverage. And so, I was pretty tanked up when I went to bed last night. An hour after I went to bed, I went, punk. Luckily though, I was able to just go back to sleep, but then I had my alarm set for 5:30 and 5 o'clock punk. Luckily, the insomnia was not so bad that I'm not going to be able to drive. I'm heading off to therapy today, and that's good. I'm coming close to the end of my therapy appointments, but they were, first we put in for like a year's worth, but then instead of 52, there were only 40 some odd visits that were okayed. I haven't been keeping track of them, so hopefully somebody has. But I gotta go there today, and that's a good thing. It's been 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be sad when I'm finally done, but I've been set on a path. I've got a firm, solid footing beneath my feet. I know where the path out of the forest is, even after not going to therapy when it's all over. I just have to stay on the path. I know what I have to do. I've got the work to do. It's gonna take time. I mean, I'm gonna be walking out of this forest for the rest of my life. It took me decades. I started walking into this dark forest that I'm walking out of right now back when I was like 8 years old or younger, when I first started drinking because of the sexual abuse, when I first started drinking because of physical abuse. So it's been a long time walking into the deep dark forest, and the midpoint ain't that far behind me. But getting here, I had no idea where I was going. I was just following a path, and it was leading me deeper and deeper and deeper. Now I've got the path, and I'm on my way out. As stated, it may take me the rest of my life. I may never get out of that dark forest by the time I die. But you know what? I'm on the path. And even if I only go another 10 feet getting out of this forest before the end of my life, that's 10 feet closer. And that's all worth it right there. And it is. It is absolutely worth it. I mean, this is the only life we have, and you have to adjust the narrative in your head somehow to make it all less painful and less horrible. Because therapy and going to counseling and taking medications so that your depression or whatever does not damage and destroy you doesn't change any of the facts. It doesn't change your situation. It just changes your perception. It just changes the way the story runs in your head so that you can live with it. And that's okay. I mean, that's the essence of what humanity is. I mean, we've been telling stories. We're storytellers, oral histories, and non-histories, fiction. Just storytelling has been a part of our history since we were people huddled around a bare fire with just darkness and death outside. So, telling stories and changing the narrative in your head is an intensely human thing to do. And again, you have to. Because it doesn't change the outside world, but it just changes your perception so that you can live with it. Because again, none of this therapy has changed the fact that my wife died almost 5 years ago now, this upcoming March. None of that is going to change. None of this changes the fact that I was falling apart during the last years of my marriage, and I was a mess, a wreck, a ruin. So it doesn't change the situation. It just changes up here so that you can deal with it. And that's okay. That's good. That's what you need to do. You have to do what you got to do so that you can make it through the day. 2 important pieces of advice. Well, one's a piece of advice and one is an absolution of everything it is to be human. And they were both done by artists and musicians. Number 1, John Lennon, joined by Elton John for this song, but their song when they came out, I can't remember the title of it, but the lyrics are, whatever gets you through the night, it's all right. It's all right. And it's true. Whatever gets you through the night, whatever makes it so that you can live another day. Of course, you know, if that involves like, what I need to make it through another day is to keep kidnapping and killing hitchhikers out in my shed, you know, that, no. I mean, yes, there's a lot of useful things you can make out of hitchhikers. Skin lamps, bone sculptures, you know, that's larder and food. But really, don't eat hitchhikers. It's not a good idea. Some of them are diseased or poisoned. Plus, there's another bit of wonderful advice. This one was given to me, well, it was given to the world. And I read this one probably about 20, 30 years ago. But it was George Foreman, the boxer. Very, very smart man. And you may say, what? Why? But he said, and I live by this, never pass up an opportunity to pee. If you have an option to do so, go do it. He was a boxer. He knew. If you have to urinate before you go out and start boxing, oh boy, that ain't gonna be a good idea. So, always take the opportunity when presented. I mean, don't just start urinating wherever you are. Not healthy, not good. People frown on that. Well, depending on the club, or whether or not you're the President of the United States. But, be that as it may, he's I don't know so much about the George Foreman grill thing. I mean, I've seen a whole bunch of stuff about that and teardowns of the grill, and he's smart in that he's made a lot of money. It's not so smart if you actually bought one, apparently, though. Such is life. And yes, again, did I mention this already? The fact that yes, I did. I've got to hurry up. I woke up, well, I set my alarm for 5:30 so that 6 o'clock I could start recording, so that 6:30 I could start editing, so that 7 o'clock I could start rendering, so that 7:30 I can start uploading, so that at 8 o'clock I can hit the road and head to therapy. So it's a tight day, tight schedule. And it's raining again. It's still raining. I have my window open because I have to have fresh air. I have to have moving air. Stagnant air is just, ugh, it's a terrible feeling. So I have my window open. I have a fan there. I have a fan outside there to keep the air moving. I've got moving air all the way around me. I turn off and down things when I start recording so that I can be heard. But I've got to have moving air. The thing is, with the window open, I listened to all of my videos yesterday when it was raining. It just makes the audio quality sound terrible, like there's just a horrible, horrible hiss. But that horrible hiss sound you hear is just raining. It's not terrible audio quality. It's not the room. It's raining really, really hard out there, again and still. Yay. I went on a very short walkies last night, not a very long one at all, where I just walked into downtown Shelton, because like I said, I live in southern Shelton, the very, very hilly part. Well, northern Shelton is kind of hilly in that you have to come out of the valley and then it's flat once you get up out of the valley. Southern Shelton is just mountains. There's no flat area over here. There's just mountains until you get out of town. And so southern Shelton is just hills, and it's a mess. There's lots of cul-de-sacs and weird roads, and there's not a lot of urban development in some areas, but it's not like, well, some parts of it are the Novo Reach part of the new development, where there are newer houses and you got to have money and that sort of thing, but mostly it's just development. We have some amazing houses in town. Huge, huge lawns and 2-3 stories, sometimes the gigantic places. And it's like, I walk along and yeah, I feel jealous. I mean, but what would I do with a huge house? I mean, we rent just a 2-floor place here. This is a 2-story house. I have to come into the front door and then I come upstairs, and my bedroom and my studio here is all upstairs. So I can't even remember where I was going with that. Why I mentioned the fact that I'm upstairs. It had something to do. Oh, houses. That's right. It's just too much space. I mean, when I finally get a new place, I just need one that has like a bedroom, a bathroom, kitchen, dining room, and then a place that I can record. I only need like 4 rooms. This is big. It's got a big kitchen and a big dining room and a big living room. That's all downstairs. It's like I don't even use downstairs except for my bathroom. Anyway, though, I've opened up 24 hours with the comments in my community tab. 99.99% of all the Mr. Beast comments are gone. I mean, Mr. Beast never did anything. He was busy doing his $100,000 giveaway where they had all these other YouTubers getting together, and this one fellow, Leon Lush, won $25,000. So yeah, he will do things apparently, but he's not just going to randomly give money to like some older people. Anyway, though, I'm open up 24 hours worth of comments, and I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people. It is arranged because I count American Sign Language. I am not pronouncing names correctly. I'm an American English speaker. I just woke up, so I'm going to do my best. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to just thanking you for having left a comment, good comment, bad comment, and different comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you very much. Ah, my eyes are staring like that. They're drying out. Slenderman, thank you very, very much. And Richard Ayton, greatly appreciated. My mouse is just going insane. KV, greatly appreciated. Toxin, thumbs up and thank you. Damien Avalai, thank you very, very much. Nana the Banana, greatly appreciated. Godly Gaming 11, thank you very, very much. Kenny Santos, greatly appreciated. C, just the letter C, thank you very, very much. Zep, Z-E-H-P-P, thank you very, very much. C Meister, thank you very much. OMS Kodak, greatly appreciated. Ian Goldfeld, thank you very, very much. Shotgun 569, greatly appreciated. Grognak the Destroyer, thank you very much. XOL, greatly appreciated. Thomas S, thumbs up and thank you, who is apparently also a Pacific Northwester, thank you very much. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up and thank you. James Buck, greatly appreciated. Trenoise, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. The Gooners 11, thank you very much. And Tundra Keeper, always good to see you in the comments. AZ, thank you very, very much. Angel Stuff 3, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Tyler Raymond. Thank you, each and every one of you. Greatly appreciated getting me out of this dank, dark, sort of, you know, it's tight and it's wet and cramped inside of this skull of mine. Inside of everybody's. Think about that. You're trapped inside of this bone skeleton skull here. Bone skeleton. What else would a skeleton be made of? Jello skeleton would be interesting. Not very useful. It had to be made out of like Knox blocks gelatin, and even then it wouldn't hold you up. So, but then if you did have bones made out of gelatin, we'd probably have new monsters where they come up and they suck the jello out of your body. Ooh. Anyway, though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. No, I haven't. I have a whole bunch of links down below. Boy, I am so tired. If you could check those out. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. Soon I'm going to be working on my NearlySeniorCitizen.com blog. Haven't yet. I'm very, very sorry. My sincere apologies. Where am I? Oh yes, if you could check out those various links, Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, that would be good as well. Thank you very, very much. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Why am I doing this? I have no ideas. My body and my mouth just do things, and then my brain is left afterward to go, what the hell is he doing that for? Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I've got my therapy today. I'll be back around 11 o'clock. Tomorrow I've got my CT scan, so I'm going to be up early and then heading to Seattle, like 150 miles. I don't want to drive that. Hopefully I can get the bus. So drive to American Lake, take the bus from American Lake to Seattle, take the bus back from Seattle to American Lake, and then drive from American Lake back to Shelton. Here's hoping. As it is, I gotta get it done. 3 CT scans tomorrow. Pelvic, abdominal and lung, all at the same time. Oy vey. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.